I want to go over coinmarketcap.com for all the newbies. If you're a newbie into the crypto world, welcome. I didn't plan on covering this stuff when I started this YouTube channel. I started writing books on all kinds of different topics, but I've been obsessively studying cryptos for a while, and now I'm just basically passing on what I learned along the way. CoinMarketCap is a big website you want to start using because it shows you the list of the top cryptocurrencies, their values and stuff. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So as you'll see, right here we've got the top cryptos, and this page right here is important because it's the top 100 cryptos all on the first page. So you can spend a lot of time just studying these top 100, but the first thing I want to point out is while this page is important, look at this button right here, the next 100. And the reason why this is important is because these have more room to grow than the first ones, and a lot of times, if you're looking for a good coin that has the potential to make a big jump up, a lot of times you can find those kind of coins right here. You can find up and coming ones, coins that are fairly well established, but they just have they have a lot of room to grow before they can even make it on the top 100. So they can double or triple or go up 5 times. And yeah, so there's a lot of good diamonds in the rough here. Basically, I think ADX is one. PayPy, that's a decent one. Pillar, I got in on Pillar at the ICO. It was actually my first ICO. I was nervous, didn't really know what I was doing, and just did it anyway because I wanted to try it out. And it's up, I don't know, 14 times or whatever. So yeah, it's doing really good, and it's still, as you see, it's still low, 112th. So a pretty low market cap, a lot higher than what it was. It's been moving a lot recently, so I don't know. I don't know if right now would be a good time to get into it because it's moved a lot recently. But yeah, so I want to point that out. But also, let me go back here. This is another good useful thing. It took me a while to even figure out that this was here. So when you're on the page, click on View All. This is really useful because, like, for instance, today when you first sign in, all you see is the 24-hour price, and you see it's mostly green, mostly red. It was more red this morning actually, but the reason why that's important is it may seem bad. It looks scary at first. You're like, oh yeah, everyone's losing money today. But when you look at the 7-day, you see that most of them are up. And most of them are up a lot, in a week. Even down here, Litecoin's down, but a week ago, it was 11% higher, and that's nothing, because, look at over here, 55, 28, 222, you see 80%, that's good for a week, 160%, that's huge for a week. So even though it's down today significantly, it's still up huge from a week ago is nothing in terms of investing. So this kind of helps keep you seeing a little bit of the bigger picture, even though a week is still a short time. But it just shows you that even though these things dipped, they're still up a lot, and that will kind of help you gauge how good of a deal you're getting and stuff like that. So I just wanted to point that out. Let me show you another thing that's useful on here. You can come over here to trending. You've got gainers and losers. Let's just go ahead and look at that. And why this is useful is you can kind of catch some of these coins that are really moving right now. Like I come over here and I look at this list, I don't even know. There's just so many of them I can't keep up with them. I don't even know what these things are. I see Nebuleo is starting to move. That's great, and it didn't move as much as some of these other ones. So it could move up a lot more from here. And how you can look at that, you can see, come over here and you see, that's got a decent sized market cap rate, 64 now, but that's because it just went up a lot. But it's got a very low circulating supply. That's why the price is so high. but it just went up a whole lot. So, you know, a great time to buy Neblio would have been yesterday. But you see, I mean, it's not the only one. Some of these with really low market caps, even though they had a big day, they could still go up a whole lot, you know, depending on what they are. But then also, the reason why you might want to look at the biggest losers is because these just went on sale, basically. Smart Cash, look at that. Smart Cash, it went down about 50%. That's a huge drop. So, you know, even if it just catches right back to where it was in the next couple of days, that's a 50% return just for it to get back to where it was yesterday. So, you know, you might look at this, and if Smart Cash is something that you're interested in and just don't have any yet, then you might look at this and say, hey, I might want to give me some Smart Cash today. This is another good one. And that's a significant discount. You see, it's been getting a lot of attention lately. It had a run up, and now it dropped by about a third. That's a huge discount. So, you know, you might want to get some. Ripple took a much needed price drop because, I mean, it shot through the moon. And not really into Ripple. I'll make another video probably maybe explaining more of why. But yeah, that's another option. You know, again, coming over here under trending, under gainers and losers. But let's look at this other option, which is recently added. This is a good tab to look at from time to time because it will help you keep up with the new coins to the exchanges. And if you look, I mean, even though today is a down day for most cryptos, if you look at the new ones, they're up, which is interesting. That's not always the case, but, you know, that's the case today. But this is good because, you know, you can keep up with the coins that are newly added. And, you know, if you spot them before other people, then, you know, you can get in on the ground floor, basically. Other people are also going to be doing this, too. So if you see some of these new ones, like Can Coin, it sounds silly, but who knows? Maybe it's got good tech behind it, good team, good vision. Maybe they're well established and they've been working on the project for years, and they're just now getting put on an exchange, and we'll be having a big announcement, a product launch or something right around the corner. You won't know unless you see this. You click on it, and then you check out. You know, it's still too early where you can't see a lot of information, but you can see the total supply is still pretty low. 100 million, that's pretty low. Then you come over here, you look at their website. Again, this is for newbies. You know, if you've been doing this forever, you probably would have already clicked off of this video by now. And if not, you know, hey, see, it says please visit this one. Thanks for watching, you guys. While I'm pulling this up, let me take a minute to remind you to give me a thumbs up, you guys. You know, that will encourage me to keep doing more and more videos. There's so many times when I've found good coins and I bought them and they went up double, triple in the past, and like within a few days after I bought them. And if I would have put a video out showing that I bought this and why, then other people could have bought it and could have got in right before they went up. But right now I'm still under 1,000 subscribers. You know, I've got a lot going on, trying to balance it all. So the more thumbs up I get, the more subscribers I get, the more I'm going to devote to YouTube. You know, that's you guys' way of letting me know, hey, let's see more of this. And I'm trying to provide great content, you guys. So give me that thumbs up and subscribe. Anyway, back to all this. So you know, just scan through it real quick. You know, I don't want to digress too far off of the coin market cap. But yeah, you just kind of come over here and you look at it. I mean, the website looks pretty good just based on this. Obviously, you'd want to, the first thing I would do is probably just watch this video. And then, you know, just kind of scan the website. And if it looks interesting, you'll read the white paper. And if you read the white paper and you're even more, you know, excited, I mean, you got to figure if you come here, it makes sense to you. You read the white paper and you're like, okay, this is going to be big. Probably other people are going to do the same thing right after you, and they're going to think the same thing, and they're going to buy. So, you know, It pays to do your due diligence, and to be on it, be on in the market, because if you can get in on these coins before other people, you can quickly make 2, 3, 4, 5 times your money or more. So, it gives into some details and stuff. So yeah, there's a white paper right there. Let's look at the roadmap before we go. Okay, there we go. Start 2015, just like I was saying. So they did start a few years ago. Call it 2016. Because this was towards the end of the year, so about 2 years ago. So just like I was saying, this is a good sign. Global launch is coming in March. Just like I said, they might have a good launch coming right around the corner, which March they do. That's only 2 months away, you guys. So yeah, I mean, this might be something that some of you might want to look in. If you're new and you're trying to get into some new coins, I mean, I would recommend. Obviously, the same financial advice. I hate giving that disclaimer, but I don't want to be attacked. What I do is I mostly get really solid companies that I think are going to be big, but then I have a few other new companies that have low market caps that have a lot of room to grow, and I get a little bit of those too. That's just how I do it. But yeah, so that's pretty much what you do with that. But then let's also look at trade volume. So you can look at currencies or you can look at exchanges, but let's just go ahead and look at the volume. And this is important too, because you can get an idea for what's being used, how much volume is being exchanged. So I mean, number one is Bitcoin. That's not surprising. Two is Ethereum. That's not surprising either. Tether. That's a little bit more surprising. That's more surprising to me. Ripple, there's a lot of action with Ripple. That's not surprising. Tron, it's got a lot of movement going on. Lots and lots. Bitcoin Cash. Litecoin. So these are all some of the top ones, except for actually Tether. I forget where it is on the ranking or whatever, but this can kind of tell you, what's really moving. If people are using it a lot, that's a good sign. Especially if it's not. I don't know. Depends if price is going up or price is going down or staying the same. But it's usually a good sign, unless everyone's just selling and the price is plummeting, and that's the volume. Then as long as that's not the case, if there's a good amount of volume, it's a pretty good sign for that crypto in most cases. Another thing you want to be aware of is just the market cap. And this is the market cap of all cryptos. I mean, all these are important indicators too. It's just good to know where you're at. The volume of what's being traded on a daily basis. And then Bitcoin dominance. This is basically how much of the market cap is of Bitcoin. And this number has been decreasing because all these other altcoins are going up in value. 2017, I think, was the year for Bitcoin, is when Bitcoin basically went mainstream. I think 2018 is going to be the year of the altcoins. So the altcoins are going to continue to gain more and more dominance, in my opinion, in 2018. You'll see this number go down as these other altcoins rise, just like Bitcoin did. And let me point out one more thing. Ignore this stuff. Ignore the ads. Ignore the ads. I mean, obviously, we always ignore the ads, but maybe if you're new, you're coming here, you're trying to look for the next big thing, you see a big, nice ad, you click on it. I wouldn't find new cryptos like that by advertisements. That's just a rule of thumb for me. I don't, maybe look into them, but don't take them too seriously. Don't look at them as like, oh, this is the next big thing because they're advertising. No, don't look at it like that, you guys. One more piece of advice for the newbies here on CoinMarketCap. Let's say if you're looking at, let's just go ahead and look at a crypto or two. So let's look at Ripple. You come here, you can see, when you come here, by default, you're on charts. So you come here, you're going to see a chart. Now you can go you can look at the year to date, you can look at 1 year, 3 months, the day. If you're wanting to buy it and it's fluctuating a lot, you can look and see where it is today. It's kind of low. It took a little dip below, but it was higher. It was $3 and something earlier today, and now it's $2 and something. So typically that's a nice little discount, but if you look at even just a month, just a month ago, it was 23 cents. So, when you look at that, that's still 10 times what it was a month ago. So it's not really that much of a discount, but compared to where it was just, earlier today, really, it's a discount. So, you got to figure which way do you think it's going to go? I think it's going to keep going up. Maybe it could. But, I won't get into Ripple. I'm just showing you that, this is kind of what you want to look at. You want to buy on the dips. This has been a trend, up, down, up, down. That happens a lot. That's how these things move. So, it's down. Maybe it will just keep going up. Another thing you want to look at when you're here is the markets. You're like, okay, well, I want to buy this. Let's say you do want to buy it. I don't. But let's say you did. You'd want to look at the markets. And then now, under this markets tab, you can come here and you can look at all the exchanges that it's on, and next to it, it's got the pair, like what you can trade. Like it shows you on Binance, you can trade Ethereum for Ripple. Simple as that. And it even tells you the price. So if you're on different exchanges, you can look and see. You can see how much. It's like if you look over here, it's going for $3.83 with an asterisk. But over here it's $2.47. So you might want to go to Poloniex or Kraken or or Binance. And just so you know, I'm gonna put links in the description below where you can get on different exchanges like Coinbase, Binance, and KuCoin. I've recently joined KuCoin. I think it's a really interesting exchange. If you haven't heard of it, you need to check it out. And there's a link to where you can get signed up in the description below. But anyway, yeah, and sometimes different pairings will be different prices. So you'll see, even on the same exchange, if you trade it for Ethereum or Bitcoin, the price can vary slightly. So that's pretty much that. Another thing you want to look at when you're here on CoinMarketCap, just quickly at a glance, you can see, so this is a price graph for 7 days. So basically Ethereum has just went up, Ripple went up, down, and you can see it's down right now. Also, Bitcoin Cash is down. This might give you an indicator that this is a good time to buy, because you see it was way up here and it just went way down here. And you can tell it's kind of already starting to pick back up. It may be getting ready to go back up even higher than right here. It's typically how these things go. Because overall, I'm pretty bullish on the market. I think, a few months from now, everything's going to be up. Most of everything. Eventually, a lot of these are going to die off and go to their true value of zero. But a lot of them are just going to keep going up, too. So you're going to see ups and downs, and you want to buy on the dips. This is down. See, this is down. A lot of these are down right now because we're having a pullback right now. This is down. So you can look at these graphs and this will kind of tell you. This, still up. And it's just been going up too. So, yeah, this is kind of, how you can get an idea of where they're at if you're trying to figure out which one is undervalued, which one do I really want. And make the decision based off the ones that you know about. If you know about certain ones and you don't have as good of a position in the ones that you know about, you might want to be looking at these things, looking at where they are. And if 7 days isn't enough, then come over here, click on them, and look at their graphs, just like I just showed you for the past month or year. So yeah, that's, you can search for, if you're looking for one in particular, you don't know where it is, you don't want to scroll through 5 pages, you might want to do that. Search for it. You could change your currency. Instead of priced in dollars, you can price it in, so like if you're, sometimes, if a currency goes up, but Ethereum, you're holding Ethereum and you're trying to figure out which one to trade it for, which other smaller altcoin, instead of just looking in dollars, you can look in terms of other coins like Ethereum. So like, let's say if you're wanting to get this altcoin, but it just went up 10%, and you're like, dang, well, now it's more expensive. Maybe I shouldn't buy it. But if Ethereum goes up 20%, then that means really the other coin is cheaper compared to Ethereum. So really, basically the price went down. So, if you're holding Ethereum, trying to figure out when to trade that for some smaller altcoins, you might want to click on this and look at Ethereum, and then you can get an idea for, obviously 0 for Ethereum, but look, this is went down compared to Ethereum, down. This is only one that's went up, so basically, compared to Ethereum, all these are down, so the same amount of Ethereum will buy you more of this stuff, or this, than it would have bought you yesterday. So this might be a good time if you've got Ethereum and you've been wanting to trade it for one of these. Well, now you wake up and you see this. Well, this might be a good time to trade your Ethereum for one of these other small coins. So, I hope this helps you guys out. I know it's tough being new, trying to figure this all out. I learned a lot before I even jumped in. Then when I did, I put my little toe in there and that was it. And looking back at it now, like everyone else, I wish I would have put more in. I could have, but I was hesitant, wanted to make sure. And the more I learn, the more confident I get. So hopefully this helps you learn. This helps you build your confidence. And if so, make sure to subscribe. And because I've got lots of videos coming up in the future, I'm going to keep putting these out, keep helping you guys out as much as I can. Let me know if there's something that you want me to produce a video on something, even if it's not crypto related. I've got a wide range of knowledge on a bunch of different topics. So yeah, let me know. I want to create a community, you guys. This isn't just me just doing videos. I want to create a community. And the way that you join the community is you like the videos, you subscribe to my videos, and you hit that bell icon so that way you're notified as soon as these videos come out. This is important because sometimes, if I produce a video and let's say I produce one on these new coins I just got into, you might want to hear about them first before the price goes up. Time is money, and you're going to see that in the crypto game, every second, every day can make a difference because these things can move 30% or 100% or more in a day. So if you don't get notified when a video is released, then you might end up having to pay more for something and miss out because you see it's extremely volatile. So thanks you guys for watching, and check me out in the next video.